Hello and welcome to the next video on emotional wellness during COVID-19. In one of Dale Carnegie's books that I read, he spoke of a young man called Marion Douglas. Marion and his wife lost their 5-year-old daughter, a child that Marion deeply adored. After 10 months, his wife gave birth to another daughter, and that child too died in the next 5 days. This double bereavement was too much for Marion to bear, and he lost his grip on life. He couldn't eat, he couldn't sleep, he couldn't function, he couldn't relax. And while he tried various things like sleeping pills, going off on a trip, nothing seemed to really help. One afternoon, as Marion sat excessively worrying and feeling sorry for himself, his only child left, his 4-year-old son, came up to him and said, "Dad, will you please help me build a boat?" Begrudgingly, Marion gave in to the demands of the persistent little fellow and spent the next 3 hours building a ship with his son. At the end of 3 hours, Marion had a deep realization. He realized that it is impossible to worry when you are busy doing a task that requires thinking and planning. In psychology, we call this term crowding out of anxiety. Let's try a small experiment. I'd like you to lean back, close your eyes, and imagine that you're sipping a cup of coffee in one of the beautiful tree-lined avenues in Paris, and at the same time feel worried about how COVID-19 has impacted your life. You'll realize that you've been able to process your thoughts turn by turn on these two different things, but not simultaneously. The human mind is incapable of processing more than one thought at any one period of time. So a wonderful way to keep worry out of the way is to have a structure to your day and to fill it up productively, purposefully, which would include your work responsibilities, your chores, time for physical activity, time to spend with your kids, etc., etc. If you are a professional who's in an industry where the workload has really dwindled down, such as retail or travel, look around your house. Find the drawer which needs cleaning up for years. Decide to read a book. Go on an online course, but use the time productively. Because whenever there are these pockets of ambiguity, our mind tends to fill in that with worry. So remember, do not wither in despair, but focus on action. Thank you very much.